Welcome to TaxBandits, your IRS-authorized, compliance-focused e-file solution. With TaxBandits prepaid credits, high-volume filers can purchase filing credits in advance and eliminate interruptions during peak filing season. Prepaid credits help you lock in savings, manage filing costs more efficiently, and file without stopping to process individual payments, keeping your workflow fast and uninterrupted. Once purchased, credits are automatically applied at checkout, allowing you to focus on accuracy, compliance, and meeting deadlines. For a smoother, more efficient filing experience, we recommend purchasing prepaid credits ahead of time. Click the card in the top right corner of this video to learn how. Form 941 is used to report an employer's quarterly federal payroll tax obligations, including employee wages, tips, and other compensation, federal income tax withheld, and both the employer and employee portions of Social Security and Medicare taxes. Using TaxBandits, tax professionals can efficiently prepare, validate, and e-file Form 941. From the Payroll Forms dashboard, begin by selecting Start New Form and choosing Form 941. You can select an existing employer from your address book or add a new one by entering the employer's details below. Once the employer's information is saved, choose the tax year and quarter for which you are filing. Before proceeding, confirm that you are legally authorized to file Form 941 on behalf of the employer and click Agree and Proceed to filing. If no payments were made to employees during the quarter, check the Zero Reporting box. Otherwise, continue to complete Part 1. Part 1 captures the employer's quarterly payroll tax liability by reporting employee counts, total taxable wages, federal income tax withheld, and both employer and employee shares of Social Security and Medicare taxes. It is critical that these amounts reconcile with payroll records and tax deposits, as lines 1 through 12 calculate the total tax liability for the quarter, while lines 13 through 15 determine whether the employer has fully paid, owes a balance, or has an overpayment. Accurate completion of these lines helps prevent IRS notices, penalties, and deposit discrepancies. At the end of Part 1, select either Apply to Next Return or Send a Refund based on your client's cash flow needs and anticipated future payroll tax obligations, keeping in mind that this choice is binding once the return is processed. Line 16 in Part 2 requires identifying the employer's federal tax deposit schedule, which is determined by the IRS lookback period and the employer's payroll activity for the quarter. The selection must correspond to the total taxes reported in Part 1 and determines whether Schedule B is required. Choosing the correct deposit schedule is essential, as an error can trigger IRS notices, penalties, or mismatched deposits. Parts 3 through 5 capture additional important information. Part 3 allows you to indicate your business status, including whether it has closed, stopped paying wages, or operates seasonally, which helps the IRS process employment tax obligations correctly. Part 4 enables the employer to authorize an employee, paid preparer, or other third party to discuss the return with the IRS, facilitating communication and timely resolution of questions. Part 5 requires the signature of the employer or an authorized representative, certifying that the information is accurate and complete under penalty of perjury. You will be prompted to electronically sign the return later. Depending on the employer's total federal employment tax liability, payments exceeding $2,500 must be remitted electronically through the Electronic Federal Tax Payment System, or EFTPS, in accordance with IRS deposit requirements. By clicking Continue, you acknowledge that the responsibility for timely and accurate remittance of the tax payment through EFTPS by the applicable IRS deadline remains with the filer, regardless of the filing method used to submit Form 941. The Form 941 summary page provides a clear overview of the quarterly payroll tax status, including amounts reported, payments made, and any balance due or overpayment, allowing tax professionals to verify accuracy before proceeding. TaxBandits performs an automated audit of Form 941 to identify missing, inconsistent, or potentially inaccurate data prior to submission, allowing tax professionals to address issues proactively and reduce the risk of IRS rejections or notices. For example, if no deposit amount is reported, you must either confirm that no deposits were required or correct the entry to ensure it reconciles with the reported tax liability. After making the necessary revisions, save the form and rerun the audit check. Once all validation issues are resolved, you may proceed to the electronic signature and filing authorization process. The signature page verifies the accuracy of the return and must be completed by an authorized signer or preparer. To obtain the tax preparer's signature, review the 8453 EMP form, click Send e-sign request, and provide the taxpayer's email. The taxpayer will verify their TIN, review the form, and electronically sign it. Once the taxpayer's signature is received, review and e-sign the 8453 EMP yourself. Select Click to e-sign to initiate the electronic signature process. Then review, adopt, and sign Form 8453 EMP as required for electronic filing authorization. Before completing your order, choose from our available bundle package options, which gives the option to pay for all 4 quarters in advance or just the current return. If you have already purchased prepaid credits, your available balance will be automatically applied at checkout, allowing you to proceed directly with transmitting your forms. If you have not yet purchased prepaid credits, you may proceed to file using a credit card. To complete your order, click Complete Filing and acknowledge the credit card usage authorization to proceed with form transmission. After confirming that you are authorized to use the entered credit card and granting TaxBandits permission to process the charge, select Pay and Transmit to submit payment and transmit your filing. Once the payment is successfully processed, your order will be finalized and the forms will be transmitted. You can then track your filing status directly from your dashboard, including IRS and state acceptance and confirmation of delivered recipient copies. All completed forms are securely stored for easy access during reconciliation or audits. Filing Form 941 with TaxBandits is streamlined, compliant, and efficient, making it easy for tax professionals to manage their clients' payroll tax obligations. Log into your account to get started and file your 941 today.